Yeah, I'm making you guys watch this. Gives me time to get my drinks ready.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
I see Flip has been hit with a severe case of alt-itis, Lofi1 says. Now, this is funny to me for many reasons, because as if I don't have a permanent terminal case of alt-itis. How many goddamn characters have I started? Have I ever finished one? Have I ever come close? So, I think that is a fair critique, and I think that is absolutely 100% true. Also, good morning, Lofi1 says. Well, good morning, everybody. And yes, I have a new idea for a character. Now, here's the good news. That does not mean that our little angry Bosmer King is being jettisoned this time into the sun. That's not going to happen. We're going to keep on with him. But I have a peak idea for I've been looking at the reincarnate mod and some of the other mods I have for character creation. And I thought it would be a good idea to try to take each race and max out, like do a min-max, basically, on what could be basically the perfect build for that particular race. And playing with these mechanics extensively, a brain fart popped into my little brainlet, okay? And here's what it said. It said, you have to start, it's Morrowind, so you have to start with a dungeon. So, good morning, everybody. This is just gonna be a faff around kind of stream, and then later on we'll continue with. I think his name is Galnor. We're gonna continue on with his adventure in Narcissus later on. So I'm not gonna stop that playthrough because that playthrough really interests me. But sometimes an idea pops in the noggin, gets the noggin jogging a little too big, and you've got to pursue it, right? So that's what we're here to do. Phil One Up collects says, this isn't Philowind Adventures. I demand my money back. Well, Phil, you're never up this early. Get your ass in here. I will let the chat vote, and if the chat wants to bring Phil in, I will go ahead and restart. You won't have to rewatch the movie again, I promise. And because I'll have to do it in order to get Phil on the audio. And then we can get Phil in here, because this would be a perfect stream for Phil, because I'm going to show him what an actual min-max build looks like for a character, and how to go about creating a character, which is one of the questions he had. So what do we think, Phil? Are you still here? If you're still here, I can go ahead. I mean, we're not even 5 minutes in. I can get you in here. I don't think the chat minds waiting for that long ass load up again. And if they do, fuck them. This is my stream. It's a Saturday morning. I'll do what I want. So, okay. So what do we think, chat? If I just need to hear one input from the chat besides Phil. Do we want to bring Phil in to show him a min-max character build? Because I think that would be fun. All right, is it worth it to start over? I've also been up since 7 a.m., LOL. Well, that's... God damn, that is early for you, Philly. Fuck, that's early for me. I usually rise around 8:30. So, holy shit. So, we'll wait for some input. I'm sure someone will be willing to input and support Phil or dash Phil streams. I just need one. I just need confirmation on the chat, one way or the other. Who's going to do it? Who's coming with Phil and who's going with Phil? Come on. We're waiting, assholes. Well, Phil, it looks like you've been met with a wall of silence, buddy. So that's okay. We'll go ahead and continue on. But watch this. I want you to watch this one, Philly. Because this is how you min-max a character. Okay? We're going to use the Dunmer, which is one of your favorites as an example. And what we're going to do here is I have a new character concept. It's not new in fantasy. Like, this is a class, I think, in Dungeons & Dragons and should be in Dragon Age and just about every fantasy you can think of. This is a character class, right? So this is called the Duelist. We're going to start with a Dunmer. Now, a Dunmer is going to be perfect for what I have in mind. Because a Dunmer, I want you to look at these stats, and we're going to use almost all of these in some way. Almost all of them. Okay? So the stats are as follows. It's Short Blade, Mysticism, Medium Armor, Marksman, Long Blade, Light Armor, Destruction. We're going to have a build that uses all of the 10s and most of the 5s with a couple of exceptions. Okay? So let's change his face a little bit. We want to be old with a beard. I think we want this character to be old and with a beard. Oh. Little fat face there. That's pretty cool looking. Kind of like that for our Duelist. Now we just need some hair that matches, just like a Duelist hairstyle. Ooh, I really like that. Oh no! I reset to a Lady Dunmer. Okay, we need to go back. Fuck. Now we're back to Potato Face. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, that's, I think, no, that's not it. That's it. Okay. Did I miss it? There it is. I like that a lot. If only we could get a beard color that matches the hair, though. Aesthetics are important. You gotta... Yeah, we're gonna be old. We're gonna be ripped, and we're gonna be old. Let's see here. We need... face. Darker beard, please. Is he going to be a muscle wizard? Sort of, but I don't know, but he's definitely going to be jacked. Hey, what's going on, Spitlors, Velto? Yeah, we are trying out a new build here. Okay, we're not going to be old anymore, and we may not be so jacked, but it was a fun thought. But being old and being ripped in RPGs is great fun. There's a lot you can do as an old ripped guy. We don't have much shit on the shelf for dark beards. This guy's about it, and that doesn't quite match either, but that's as close as we gonna get, chat. But maybe we can match this lighter hair here. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Get a lighter match on the lighter strands of the hair. You guys can talk all you want. Drip is important. Drip is very important. We still need to finish my mods. We're going to do that today. In fact, once I get off this, we'll probably do that. Got to start streaming it? Yeah, I'm down for it, Philly. Ooh, there's a dark beard. Oh, shit. That looks kind of beasty, doesn't it? But it still doesn't quite match the hair color. I really like this hair, but I'm not digging the beard match. The beard match just isn't there unless we want to be a babyface. We might have to go with something else. There's just there. Oh, wait. What was that? There it is. We got it. We got it, chat. I got to start streaming, man. Need to finish my mods 100%. Yeah, once we get off here, we can do that. That is, I think, close enough. Got some big-ass Dumbo ears, though. Let's do it. In prison again, huh? Yeah, well, we just got called out for my ultitis, and I laughed. I'm like, that is 100% true, Detail Devil. But yeah, we're gonna start this over, but I'm just not liking the hair match. I can't make it work, guys. I'm sorry. They need a mod. They have it. I'm just terrified to break my game, Philly. That's the problem. I am scared to fucking death because a lot of times when you start messing with like bodies and faces, you get that dreaded NIF crash where there's a NIF animation that's not working and it fucks your entire game. I'm not even kidding. So I am terrified of playing with heads and hair and body types. Terrified of it. And that might be a me problem, but yeah, it's very scary. We need a hairstyle that matches a... Let's go. I don't like that. I don't like the... Let's see here. Boy, I simply cannot decide. That's kind of cool. Like that. Now let's see if we can find a matching facial. Well, there's better options for facial hair here. That's pretty damn close. You know what? Bedhead and red beard. I like that. Okay, so we're going to be at Dunmer. So Dunmer in this, the mod I have shakes things up a little bit. That's the reincarnate mod. Gives them a little bit more to work with. And then also, Ashen Skin resists fire 75%. And because they're Dunmer, also 75% resist blight. They live right next to the fucking volcano. And they don't have a little bit of resistance to blight disease. Come on, right? So they change that. They also give us a little bit of a fortify maximum magicka because Dunmer are known for being wizards in some cases. And then the Sanctuary lowers to 30 points, but you can also summon an Ancestral Ghost because the power is called Ancestral Guardian. So some of this I like, but in general, this is what we're going to use to springboard and to max out a build. So we're picking this build. And Phil, I want you to pay careful attention to the skills here. So you got Marksman 10, Destruction 10, Short Blade 10. That means you're going to get a 10 boost on your skills. And what you want to try to do when you're making a play character is you want to try to match the skills of your innate racial skills in Morrowind with the skills you choose in your major and minor skills, right? So next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a custom class. This class is going to be called a Duelist. And it's going to be kind of a spin on Duelist. We're going to go Combat Specialization, and you'll see why in a second. Strength and Willpower. Now for major skills, we're going to remember keeping in mind those 10s, right? Right off the bat. Short Blade. Marksman. We're going to throw in Block as part of the Duelist set, which isn't a Dunmer skill, but we have other ways of getting that raised. One of which is the Combat Specialization. So Phil, when you pick one of these specializations, buddy, it adds a plus 10 to all those skills. So if you select combat, all of your combat skills are automatically going to get a boost, right? Same with magic, same with stealth. We're picking combat. Now this character is a dual stealth skill, combat skill specialization with a little bit of magic thrown in. But our specialization is combat, which will boost things like block, which ordinarily wouldn't get a boost at all. Then we're going to choose Destruction Magic. So 10, 10, 10. And then because you gotta have it because I chose a mod called Silver Tongue, we're gonna choose Speechcraft as a major. Over here, same thing with Mercantile because I have the buying game. We're gonna choose Mercantile as a skill because if you don't have those, you are crippled from the start. You can do it, but it's very hard. Happy Saturday, Rush Dog. We're playing around with a new build. What's going on, buddy? So those are good skills. Now, Phil, you don't have to take those. They're kind of a waste for you. But if you do download the Silver Tongue mod and you end up downloading the buying game mod, it makes those skills more interesting. But it also makes it much harder to not have those skills, okay? Oh, God, don't look now. Zoo is 2 subs away from 400. Oh, God. Yeah, we are well past Dunbar's number of 150 at this point, man. What do those mods do? Okay, so Phil asked what the mods do. Doing some yard work. Appreciate the background noise. No problem, buddy. I am happy to provide. So, Phil, the the Silver Tongue mod gives bonuses at certain levels of your mercantile. So at level 25, it lets you see if the goods are local or if the goods are exotic. At like level 50, it allows you to undercut their deal. And at level 100, it allows you to invest in stores and purchase stores and real estate outright. So it adds a lot of mechanics to the mercantile skill that weren't there in the original game. Silver Tongue does the same thing. So what it does is it actually, from default, you have the ability to bribe, taunt, intimidate, admire. This makes it to where the only thing you can do is talk to people if you're a grug. If you're a caveman, the only thing you can do if you have a 10 speechcraft is talk. That's it. You can't even, you can only bribe. Now the next levels, once you get to like level 25, you can admire. Once you get to level 30, you can taunt. And once you get to like level 50, you can intimidate. And at level 100, you can literally talk to people in combat and get their combat lowered. So if you reach a master of that skill, you can literally talk to somebody trying to attack you, calm them down through admires or intimidates, and get them to stop attacking you. So once again, it adds a lot of mechanics, but it also makes these essential skills. Essential skills. Yeah, also real-life useful skills, too. Oh, wow, investing in stores is cool. Yes, but you've got to take it as a skill. Like, again, it almost makes these skills a requirement because, in particular, speechcraft, because playing speechcraft without being able to persuade and only bribe, that's a really hard time. It's a really hard way to go. Unless you're playing as an illusion character, and we are not in this go. So our next magic skill is going to be Mysticism. Keeping in mind we get that +5 bonus to Mysticism. So we're using our we are not choosing our skills after we pick a race. We are letting the race we chose pick our skills. Is what we're doing. For the most part, with a few exceptions that blend into the build and that we can correct for. Next up, we're going to go Athletics. Just because we're a maneuverable build. We're going to go with Armor, just because we want something that can boost that strength, and that's the only one we have. And we're going to go Medium Armor for that nice mix of maneuverability and defense. That's the Duelist. And let's do a class description just for shits and giggles. Duelists are mobile attackers who specialize in using their speed and let's see, who specialize in using bow and short sword to engage their opponents. Let's see here. Augmenting these abilities with spells from the colleges of destruction and mysticism. Who specializes in stealing your girlfriend, and if you don't like it, you can doughy ho. Who specializes? That's a different build. This build specializes in shanking you, then stealing your girlfriend. So there's no need to steal. We just shank you, and then she's like, take me with you because you're so cool. So that's what happens, because that's totally what would happen. So, let's see here. Augmenting these abilities with spells from the College of Destruction and Mysticism. We can found and debilitate. They are also skilled in bargaining and negotiation, often being mercenaries in the various conflicts throughout Tamriel. I think that sounds pretty good. No wonder you're on this prison ship. You aren't even out and you're already talking about shanking people. Well, I blame Phil. Phil brought it up. Phil's talking about stealing people's girlfriends and shit. Have either of you guys checked out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro Collection on Switch? I have it on my shelf, but I haven't checked it out. But I do have it on my shelf. Rushed on it. 100%. So, alright, there's the Duelist. Now, we're not done yet. Now, we have a lot of choices here. There's a lot of really good choices here, actually. So we could choose the Thief, if we wanted to, of Secunda, which is really good. We want the Thief. Master, sorry. Fortify Luck, 25 points. Sanctuary, 10 points. We can choose the Thief of Secunda. 25 Agility, 10 Luck, and 10 Sneak. But we're not going to be necessarily a sneaky character. We could do the Serpent of the Thief, which is really good. We could do Shadow, which gives a +5. That's not the one. The one we want for this build, just to kind of well-round it, is the Mage. Now, the Mage gives an instant 10 points of intelligence and fortifies maximum magicka to 0.9% intent. So what this does is this is going to boost that magicka so we can use our debilitation spells, our drain spells, things like that. So we're going to go with that. Our name? We'll go with a regular. Since Teldrin from the last game is gone, we'll go Teldrin and Darius. We're going to be Mr. Teldrin and Darius in this, so Teldrin lives again. Chose your wife. Oh, Bazinga. Lofi one says, I'm playing Legacy of the Duelist recently. Goat Edition was the best. Yeah, I hear that's a really good one, so we'll definitely have to give that a try. At some point. Let's see. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road, guys. So you got a lot of choices here if you have Murlord's backgrounds. And what we're actually going to choose here is Framed. Now, this goes with our story of our character. And this is literally like getting a second specialization, guys. So you can choose magic or combat specialization. So if you're a Nightblade or if you're a battle mage, and then you can choose stealth or something like that. So this is great. This is like a perfect. This was actually, I never looked at Framed because I'm like, bonus to all stealth skills. What the fuck good is that? But when you look at a build like the Dunmer and you see that he's got +10 on short blade already and +10 to marksman already, guys, if you choose Frame, the Dunmer gets a better marksman bonus than the fucking Bosmer does. So this is an incredible boost to all of your stealth skills. Now, you can also technically do light armor if you wanted to. We're going to go medium for some other reasons, because we're going to get a racial boost as well when we pick our cultures. That leads to medium armor being 5 points higher. But this blows the Dunmer combat stealth, it blows it wide open. So now the trade-off, because there's always a trade-off with these backgrounds, is every now and then we're going to have an instant price on our head for a crime we didn't commit. But there are ways to easily run. It's not a huge problem. So, unless you let it accumulate, maybe we will, just for funsies. But that's what we're going with because of the +10 to all stealth skills. That's an incredible thing. That's also going to boost Mercantile. It just does so much for this build. So, Framed it is. We're going to start vanilla because we're no fun. Because we're boring and we're old stick in the mud. We're going to start with that prisoner starting set, meaning nothing. And I want you guys to get a look at this start. 50, 50, 40, 40, 50, 40, 40. And we're about to improve that substantially, actually. So, there it is. There's what we at. So, okay. So we're going to click OK on that. We're good to go there. And now it's time to generate the post-gen bonuses and detriments. For religion, there's a couple of options here that work for this character, depending on what we want to do. Zenithar gives us plus 20 to Mercantile, which will make us an absolute fucking force of nature right off the boat for trading. When you combine it with all the other deals we're going to have. That's a good one. But the other one that I'm interested in is Ebonarm. Ebonarm is going to provide a plus 5 bonus to strength and a plus 10 bonus to speechcraft. That's a really good one. And last but not least, if we want to go the traditional Dunmer and we want to go the House Redoran route, we've got Vivek, which adds plus 5 to our attack and plus 5 to our luck. Now, this one really works well for a duelist thematically, too, because he is the warrior poet god king of the Holy Land of Vardenfell. And this is one that will really go well with our character's aesthetic. So, a lot of cool choices here, but we're going to go ahead and choose bonus to attack, which is always good. Plus 5, that's plus 5 rolls to attack, really good. And then the luck plus 5 is really awesome because I was talking to my best friend V about stats the other day, and she pointed something out to me. Essentially, if you can get it at 40 luck, you have a -1 to everything you do. A lot of people don't know that. But if you can get luck up to 50, it's just a flat 0. So it doesn't detriment you, it doesn't enable you. Is luck important? I always discounted luck, Rush Dog, but it actually is. It actually is quite important. And most characters actually start with a -1 roll to everything they do because most characters don't up luck. Luck is hard to level because you can only level it up 1 point at a time. There's no modifiers. And luck, because it's so hard to raise, most people will never get to that 0 point. So most people have a -1 to everything they do luck-wise. Luck is either the best stat or absolutely useless in RPGs. It's neither here. It's neither here. But it is useful, and we are going to take Vivek for that luck bonus because instead of having to spend 10 levels to get to a point where we're zeroed out, we only have to spend 5. And that is very, very hard to... That's a very hard thing to... And you only really need to get luck to 50. But you need to get luck to 50. If you're not getting luck to at least 50, guys, you're playing Morrowind wrong. Now, for cultures, there's a couple of builds here that we could use. One is the Armunan with Great House Halalu. The other is... Because those who are into their Morrowind lore might have noticed my last name is Endaris. Endaris is a split family that has nobles in both House Halalu and House Redoran. It's got them both. And so we could choose either of these, and one of our dilemmas is going to be whether we support House Redoran or whether we support House Halalu, because there is a very bitterly divided family dynamic in the Endaris clan, with half being in Halalu and half being in Redoran. And both viewing the other family as a bunch of traitors. A bunch of clan traitors. What happens if you get lucky to the max? I think you get a plus 5 roll to everything. So everything works out for you, basically. But it's not worth it. Because again, you have to spend, in order to get luck to level 100 from 40, even taking the Vivek, that's 5, you would have to level up to level 45 to even be at 100 luck. And getting to level 45 in this game is going to be very hard to do, Philly. So we're going to take the Redoran lineage. And then we're going to take one more lineage for the magic. And that is going to be half Altmer. which is going to give us another 50% maximum magicka based on intelligence, another +5 to intelligence, and it's going to give us a -5 to strength and a -5 to magicka, which balances out. You're going to see that in a second. So there we are. Our duelist is made, and let's admire the fucking stats after we deposit some clink in our pocket. Yeah. All right. So we ended up with 50 short blade, 50 marksman, 35 block, respectable, 35 destruction, respectable, but we can work on that. 35 speechcraft, great start for speechcraft. 30 medium armor, 20 armorer, 25 athletics, 15 mysticism, borderline unusable. But this also allows us to really put points into our willpower will. And then mercantile 20. Another, again, good start. That gets us, I think, our first mercantile bonus unlock skill. So, yep, there we are. Now, this comes with, everything comes with a trade-off, guys. We're going to really have to watch out for things like paralyze and damage health. Like our friend Malar Barum in the first cave, if he hits us with that spell, we're going to die in seconds. So you got to be careful there. But yeah, so far so good. And look at that drip. Right off the fucking boat. Look at that drip, chat. Look at him. All right. And we're not going to huff and puff. This is a more deliberate character, so we're going to take our sweet fucking time. Yeah, boy. Just join a new character. This for grasping fortune. No, Bob Grimes. This is just a faff around character. I'm showing Phil how to. Phil was asking some questions about min-maxing a build, and I'm showing him what a good build with these new mechanics look like. So, yeah, we got a character that starts really, really strong in the combat scenarios, and pretty good in the persuasion
Your
elements
papers,
too.
please.
Your papers, please. Here you are.
I am Celis Gravius. My background is not important. From time to time, it is my duty to welcome certain visitors to Morrowind.
All right.
Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name.
All right. A bit of a rainy day starting off.
This better be important. Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring.
Yeah, here you go.
I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down
I found
Fargoth
it,
ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yeah, sure, here.
You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
Yeah, I know he will. All right. Off we go. We're going to hurry a little bit because it's raining. We don't want to get soaked. All right. Now we're good. We're under a canopy. Now we're good.
Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions, our most popular scrolls?
Not really. Give us a little advice.
If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws.
Rights.
That smuggler scum down in Adamus Artis, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform.
Outlaws have no rights. Imagine living in this world. Like, yeah, you're an outlaw, we can just, like, murder you. Straight up murder. That's amazing. Just go kill him. Yeah, well, this is Vardenfell. We're far away from everything. We don't give a fuck. Let's see here. Okay, we got a couple of choices for medium armor. The best is going to be the Imperial Chain Cuirass, but I don't know if we can afford it. The Nordic Ringmail's not far off. We've got 251 gold. And not much that I actually want to part with. So let's see what these cost. 277 for that. We're not doing that. The Ringmail, 136. Much better, actually. So let's do the Ringmail. Let's go for 25. Got it. Okay. And that's really about it for medium armor for now. That's a good start. The drip has improved a little bit. Let's take a look.
How are you?
Yep. Drip, I wouldn't say drip is at God tier levels, but the drip is definitely getting there. And he said something about some smuggler scum, so I think we're going to take him up on that. Down by the Silk Strider, he said, Adamus Artis. Let's get to it. And then maybe we can make some money, and we can come back and maybe buy some other cool shit, like that silver short sword, which is gonna be expensive. No, we can run. It's raining. We can run. Wait, that doesn't look like the Silk Strider Court. There we go. Alright, time for our first combat test, fam. Might help if I equip some arrows, huh? Bam! So every time we actually hit her, pelted her with an arrow, it hit. So I just want to show people the power of that 50 starting marksman and that +5 to attack. That is a very strong start. 2 arrows fired, 2 arrows hit. Just want to point that out, guys. Missed him. Now, this guy's actually extremely dangerous to us. And we're not hitting him because of the weird jank going on. Get him. Yeah, there we go. All 3 arrows hit. That is unheard of for a starter in Morrowind. That is unheard of. Keep missing because I keep being stupid. Fucker. Stop with these little... What the fuck? Oh, she's being a little bitch. These little side steps. She's so good. You and your fucking ninja stars. God damn you. You know what? Yep, you ran out, didn't you? That was the most bullshit thing I've seen in a while. That was really funny. Holy fuck. Alright. We didn't even have to draw our dagger, man. Eventually we're going to switch over to short sword. This will be a short sword kind of character. Well, I gotta tell you, we didn't get much in the loot department with those boxes. Better luck over here, I guess. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a katana. Yeah, we don't care. Never leave your loose change just laying around. Alright. Go ahead and travel through this cave a little bit. Not gonna lie, Ninja Star Lady really beat our ass. She did some fucking big damage, man. That lady was a bitch. Gotta love finding a free Rising Force potion. Those are so useful. I think as a side skill, we're also eventually going to learn some stealth. But for now, we're good. We're good just doing what we're doing. But I think sneak is a good supplementary skill. God damn it. The hitboxes on some of this shit are wild. Not gonna lie. I mean, this is with a longbow, guys. Well, the arrows do all hit when the weird janky hitbox doesn't work, Rush. They do really well, but that lady, for some reason, that lady had like Matrix style dodging, like these little imperceptible like half moves forward, and then she's just like that was wild. And I think that's because she was a Ninja Star Lady. But in general, they don't move like that. So in general, we do pretty well. But that lady was like our kryptonite. But a good test for the build.
Khajiit has no words for. Do you have the key to these bracers? Will you let me go free?
Yeah.
You have the key. Will you let me go free?
Absolutely. There you are, good buddy. There we are. Awesome. Freed some slaves, killed some outlaws. Where do we want to go next? I know where we're going to go next. I know a nice little dungeon to test us. And no, we're not going in Ulamusa. I can tell you right now, this character is not up to fighting the Rod from God. God Rod Harry Breeze.
Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
Oh, no, don't do that. Let's see. Go to the House of Earthly Delights? Yeah, we could go to the House of Earthly Delights. We could do that, yeah. Sure could. I'm thinking that'd be a different sort of test for our character, wouldn't it? But I'm thinking that we should head over to Zane Zapilu. Because he mentioned, hey, we can hunt outlaws. I'm a duelist. That's a perfect career. Let's go hunt some fucking outlaws. So that gets us 442 gold. Let's see if we can make that 550. Nope. 525. Will you work with me here, buddy? Nope. 510. Well, you're just a bastard, aren't you, Ariel? I'm not budging off 500, homie. Oh my god, dude, you're such a prick. You're really fucking me over here, buddy. There we go. Alright. And then we also want to do... that silver longsword I saw. There it is. Silver short sword. So let's do that. Let's get a lighter shield for now, since there's no medium shields here. Let's get a backpack. And is there any other medium armor? I don't think so. Oh, here's one. Okay. Yeah, it's all the medium they have. So, yep. All right. 325? All right. Oh, shit. We need some arrows,
Welcome
too.
to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about...
All right. Probably could use some health potions if you have. Go ahead. Or a healing scroll of some sort. Just thought of that.
Welcome to Aril's Trade House.
I'll
I
need to hear
barter
your
for
spiel
goods
every
or
time,
coin.
dude.
I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
$280. Is he gonna do it for $265? Okay, cool. All right. So we're broke again, but now we can at least heal ourselves. Now we got one for backup too, which is good.
What's this about?
All right. I know where another cave is. Let's fix up that silver short sword we got in a fucking bargain, by the way. Wow, we sure could have been a better armorer, huh? We didn't do too good of a job though. It will not stop fucking raining. All right. Got a bow. Got a short sword. Pretty good starting character. We're on the road to Zane Sapilu. Everybody always goes the traditional way to Balmora. We're going to head to Balmora a different way. See a little bit of different sides for once. Oh, we're not going to do that to him. I am taking those scrolls and that money. But we're not going to leave him naked. Poor Tariel. Now that it stopped raining, it's a nice, peaceful walk to Zane Sapilu. Doing that, I think I will pour me another. Welcome to the Ashen Divide. A small little tiny slice of the Ashlands here between the Bitter Coast and the Ascadian Isles. What am I drinking today? Well, we're in the lunch area. It's not even noon yet, so I'm being a little lighter. I am doing a Diet Pepsi combined with the smoky, sauntering flavors of Ownby's 8-year limited edition single barrel Tennessee whiskey that I picked up on vacation last year in the Rockies. Just a splash, just a tiny splash. Something wants to fight. Huh? What is attacking? Oh, you little rat bastard, literally. Yeah, bitch. Fucking creep up on me like that. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, we're just gonna do a splash and there's our destination. The Cavern of Zane Sapilu. Now this particular bottle you can only get in the actual Tennessee Whiskey Company main store there in Gatlin. And, not Gatlinburg, what's that called? Fuck, I can't remember the name of the place I went. Fuck, that's terrible. I think it's Gatlinburg, yeah. Oh, we got a little worm fuck. Let's take him out. We gotta make sure he's clear of all the rock jank, so we're gonna have to get clear of those rocks. Because there's some real jank when it comes to marksman in this game. There we are. Yep, still a rock. Those rocks have massive fucking hitboxes. Come get some. Again, you just want a little splash, just enough to give it a little bit of a smoke flavor. A little bit of a smoky flavor to round out that sickly sweetness of the Diet Pepsi. Just a splash, not even like a actual pour, like a splash of it. That's a great brunch drink. Zero chance of getting too drunk to function, and it does add a lot of complexity to an otherwise disgusting beverage. Oh, okay, we need more heroes. They did the thing again. The fucking bullshit arrow dodge. There you go, fucker. Now we're just gonna switch over. I'm gonna knock your shit in. Ow. There's a fucking red guard with a sword. This is good stuff. Oh, get him! Get him! Get him! That block saved us, probably. Yep. Block saved our life. Now, the reason I wanted to do this dungeon as a test is this is a much harder dungeon. My favorite is a good single malt Highland Scotch with a shot of Drambu. Ooh, yeah. That sounds good. I wouldn't waste that in Pepsi, but that sounds really good. That sounds extremely delicious. I'm down for a good Scotch. Get our... Yeah, it sounds good, man. It sounds good, Bob. More jank. The fucking cliff. That fucking cliff. Oh, a little bit of a stabby war.
Die, fetcher.
Well, I'm better armored, so I think I win. Oh, and I've still got the vitality scroll. Yeah, he was fucked. He was doing no damage to me because I still have the healing effect. That's awesome. That sounds awesome, Bob, but definitely for dinner. Yeah, after dinner drink. Yeah. Very tasty. Oh, god damn it. All right, well, that concludes that little bit of a build test stream. Another fucking crash. The joys of Script Extender. Alrighty. So, well, I will be back later on. I'm going to go, Philly's still up. I think I'm going to help him with something, get BCOM finally downloaded. That way he can get his world basically where it needs to be. And then later on, I will be back with you guys, and we're going to be back on Ganlorn's playthrough in Grasping Fortune. We're gonna have him continue his grasping of the fortune. So, all right, take care, guys. That was a fun little test, but got cut a little short. That's okay. That's why the little derpy guy is in the thumbnail instead of one of my magical awesome thumbnails. Thanks for the stream, bro. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, I'll be back, Svit. I'll definitely be back. So we'll be back at it probably later on this afternoon, and then probably again Midnight Morrowind Club. So with Ganlorn, with our actual playthrough. But yeah, I just want to show Phil a little bit about what kind of a build you can do and how effective it is when when you're not having to deal with your worst adversary, the cliffs. So, all right, take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.